The attack on the Nordstream pipelines was one of the biggest stories of 2022, and yet it was quietly swept under the rug by a media that was all too eager to just say, Russia did it, and move on. And if you had any questions about what would motivate Russia to destroy an estimated $20 billion worth of its own energy infrastructure, well then you were referred to as a conspiracy theorist or a Russian puppet. But that didn't stop some people from continuing to search for the truth of what actually happened, and that includes a journalist who is arguably one of the greatest of our time, Seymour Hersh, who just released a bombshell report titled How America Took Out the Nord Stream Pipeline. For the first time, we have a clear picture of not just how this attack was carried out, but how long it had been in the making, with plans dating back to December 2021 and involving key members of the Biden administration. Plans that involved a series of meetings with the CIA in which it was made known that the impending attack on Nord Stream had been ordered directly by Joe Biden, but must be kept as covert as possible. But not so covert that other NATO members weren't made aware of it. According to the report, they waited until June 2022 for U.S. Navy divers to plant remotely triggered explosives on the pipelines using NATO's annual summer exercises in the Baltic Sea as their cover. They then waited again, amid concerns that an explosion within 48 hours of NATO drills in the same region would be a little too obvious. Then, on September 26, 2022, the report says that a Norwegian Navy P-8 surveillance plane made a seemingly routine flight and dropped a sonar buoy. Within hours, the C-4 explosives were triggered and the damage was done. But surely, if they were going through so much work to plan such a covert operation, the president himself wouldn't have said something like this publicly back in February of 2022.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2.
And you would think that Secretary of State Antony Blinken wouldn't have been so bold as to make a statement like this just a few days after the attack.